R.K. Narayan's The Dark Room tells the painful story of Savitri, a traditional Indian housewife trapped in a loveless and abusive marriage. The novel begins with Savitri living with her husband Ramani and their three children in the fictional South Indian town of Malgudi. Ramani works as an office secretary at the Ingladia Insurance Company. He is a dominating and selfish man who always wants things done according to his wishes. Everyone in the house, his wife, children, and even the servant, fears him. Savitri, on the other hand, represents the typical Indian woman of her time, patient, loving, and self sacrificing. She fulfills all her duties as a wife and mother, even though her husband never appreciates her. For 15 long years, Savitri has tolerated Ramani's harsh words, beatings, and cruel behavior. Her home feels like a dark room and a prison where she suffers silently. Yet, despite all this, she hopes one day her husband will change and treat her with love and respect. Things take a turn when a new woman named Shantabai enters Ramani's life. Shantabai is a beautiful and confident lady who has separated from her husband. She joins the same insurance company where Ramani works. Ramani becomes attracted to her beauty and charm. Soon their friendship grows closer and Ramani begins spending most of his time with her. He stays out late and stops paying attention to his wife and children. Savitri notices the change in her husband's behavior. She waits for him all night, hoping he will come home, but he does not. Though she suspects something is wrong, she is too afraid to question him directly because she knows he might get angry and abuse her again. A school teacher named Gangu, who loves gossip, tells Savitri the truth that Ramani is having an affair with Shandabai. This news shocks Savitri deeply. She feels heartbroken and blames herself for her husband's betrayal. Savitri starts thinking that perhaps she has lost her beauty and charm because of age, childbirth, and household responsibilities. She wishes to look beautiful again so that Ramani might love her like he did during the early days of their marriage. However, when Ramani finally comes home, all of Savitri's bottled up emotions, anger, pain, and helplessness burst out. She refuses to let him touch her and tells him to stay away. Feeling completely broken and helpless, Savitri decides to end her life. She leaves her home quietly and goes to a nearby river to drown herself. But fate intervenes. A blacksmith and small time burglar named Mari happens to pass by and saves her from drowning. Mari takes her to his hut where his kind hearted wife Ponni looks after her. Savitri tells them everything about her unhappy life and the pain her husband has caused her. Ponni feels sorry for her and suggests that she go to their village temple where she can work and live independently. Following Ponni's advice, Savitri starts working in the temple. For the first time in her life, she experiences a sense of freedom and self respect. This peace does not last long. The male priests at the temple dislike having a woman work with them and start troubling her. Savitri begins to miss her children deeply. The pull of motherhood becomes stronger than her desire for independence. In the end, Savitri returns home to her husband and children, but nothing has changed. Ramani remains the same arrogant and abusive man. Once again, Savitri is confined to the same dark room that symbolizes her suffering and hopelessness. The novel ends on a tragic note, showing how many women like Savitri in Indian society continue to endure pain and oppression in silence, hoping one day their situation will improve.